I was messaged by a younger brother of mine, quite young, and he messaged me a very simple message. He said, Mike, do you think things will actually change?
Wow.
And I thought, I was reading it in bed, and I thought, yeah, like here is something to really think about. Again, I hate to say it, but it's not as though like this isn't a new issue for myself, right? We've been talking about racism forever, and marches and Black History Months and campaigns, and when you're so involved in the fight, sometimes you don't take time out to almost do what you said and take stock and go, what's actually happening? Let's take a 6-year journey. Let's look at the arc. What's happening? And that question he asked me helped me think that I thought, will things actually change this time? And the truth is, after lots of thinking, I don't know.
It's a good answer.
Isn't that something? I don't know.
It's a good answer.
I don't know. But if this is causing us to organize, to pray more, to anticipate, I think one of the heights of maturity is becoming watchmen. In old agrarian societies, you had communities in the middle, and then you had watchtowers on the outside. And some folks would devote themselves to being watchmen. They would stand on the towers and they would watch anticipating an enemy. They would watch anticipating a problem, and they would act accordingly because other people's lives were at risk if they didn't do their job properly. And I think when we first get saved and we're first believers, we're kind of at the behest of world events. Something's on the news, you're like, oh no way, and we're just tossed to and fro by what's happening. But what I'm seeing happening now, and what's given me so much hope, is I'm seeing more believers, especially the ones I'm around, graduating from that sitting down and waiting for things to happen, going, what's going to happen next? Into becoming watchmen, prayerfully trying to discern what's going on, what's God really doing here, not being tossed to and fro by whatever's on the news cycle. I mean, how silly is it that Christians would look at the news cycle to dictate what they do? No. We should be praying, fasting, watching, waiting, trying to see that looks like an enemy. I'm not sure, but let's just pray anyways. Or this looks odd. I'm not sure. Let's do something about it. I'm seeing my younger Christian brothers and sisters waking up and saying, this can't just be a moment. This has to be part of a trajectory. And as such, it has to lead to something far greater than just being sad, right? So I'm seeing a lot of that. I'm seeing graduation from people. I'm seeing maturity. I'm seeing way more prayer, way more fasting. And whether the world actually ends up better or worse, the fact that we're having that a priori is a good thing. And so that's what I'm rejoicing in, because I don't want my heart to be attached to whether the prison population goes down or not. I don't know how long that will take, but whilst I'm waiting for that, I'm going to pray. I'm going to watch and see and act as a watchman. I'm going to be very careful. I'm reminded of Nehemiah, thinking about my exposed places where I know the enemy can attack. There's some things I think that if God could broadcast my mind, you wouldn't be very happy to see that, right? And I think we all have those things we think, and just watching for those exposed places, committing, as we said, to sanctification. I've been seeing more of that, and that's genuinely filled me with joy. But what ultimately makes me rest and sleep comfortably at night is knowing that God will wake me up on the other side of the night if he sees it fit. But also, he's in control. He's in absolute control. He knows exactly what's happening. And as much as I care about justice, God cares far more, because it's in his very nature. So I can rest on him to be just, to be an arbiter, to be someone who's in control. Put it this way, I would rather he be the referee than some official or leader out there. God's in charge, and that makes me feel calm.